Hello Aquarius, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your new moon in Virgo update. This is a pretty important new moon and I'm following the lunation events pretty closely, and this one is actually significant also because it has some other events going on in parallel. It also has Mars being square to new moon, and when a planet is square to another planet, it means that there is a challenge, right? There's like poking into a sore spot. And with a new moon in Virgo, there is gonna be a challenge. You may feel some pressure around how do you spend your time, your work-life balance, healthy lifestyle, mindfulness. Are you exercising those things? Or at least is what you're doing day to day, how you're living your life basically, does that correspond to your spiritual values, to what you're preaching, to what you're talking about, to what you're thinking about, right? Or there is a gap there? That will be a big question. And also it's a lot about honest and transparent communication. How honest can you be with yourself as well as with other people, at least with those of importance to you, right? Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm gonna get to tarot, and the first question is gonna be, what is the positive impact of this new moon for you, Capricorn? For you, Aquarius. I was just doing Capricorn, and it was a pretty amazing reading, so I'm still under the impression. So yeah, Aquarius, we'll see how it impacts you in a positive way. Then we'll see what could be challenging or problematic at this time, and finally, we'll get some advice from the universe on how to maximize the positive outcome for yourself with these energies that we're going to be experiencing. And by the way, the peak of the new moon is going to be happening on August 27th at 4:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's get started. What do we have for the positive effect? Seven of Swords, interesting. I'll pull some clarifiers. What about the challenge? What will be the challenge during this time? If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, to leave a comment, to share it. You know the drill. Here we have Page of Wands. And finally, what is the advice? Wow, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. You see immediately, I'll put some clarifiers, but immediately we get that your best option here is stay in this joyful high vibe energy. An absolute thrill, euphoria, and ecstasy from life, on whatever it is, right? This is one of the most important laws of manifestation anyway, and new moon is a lot about manifesting something new into your reality. It's about being in that high vibe state. It's about being in the energy that you in the state, in the vibe that you would have once you have your goals, once you have that, whatever is the difference between where you are now and what you feel like would be that ultimate happiness for you, right? You're supposed to feel that first. That's what you're asked to do. That's how you're going to be attracting more of that good stuff. Beautiful, I love it. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Let's clarify Seven of Swords for Aquarius. Page of Swords, please clarify Page of Wands. Six of Wands, love it. Please clarify the Sun. Eight of Wands and King of Swords, gotcha. Okay. So what I'm immediately getting with this combination of cards is that this will give you a perfect opportunity to see what's real and what's not. What is worth your time and what's not. When people look like they're being sincere, but actually they're not, right? This is a very important knowledge, right? And you can see the page in this deck is with a textbook. It's a student, right? It's a student taking in the information, the facts, the knowledge. And actually the swords are your element, so it comes to you very naturally, right? Through communication, through the thinking process, you absorb so much knowledge. And actually both of these cards are the swords, so it's going to be ultimately you will see what is that true sincere energy like, right? You will be able to feel it, and you will not be able to unsee it anymore. So that even if people are being extra manipulative and subtle in, you know, how they're trying to play you, right, or sell their case differently than what it really is, you will just know, you will have that knowledge. Love it. The challenge could be in presenting yourself to the public and feeling and being in a leadership position, being in the driving seat. You know, it's like that public speaking fright, being afraid of public speaking, let's put it that way. I see that. And it doesn't have to be specifically doing a speech somewhere, right? It could be about having an honest conversation with your family about how certain parents are dysfunctional in your opinion, or you don't want to have the same relationship with some of them as you used to, right? It's about maybe speaking up at work, where you may feel like you don't have enough authority to speak up, but actually it's empirical to you getting that knowledge, getting that positive impact, that you do have the courage and you do have that enthusiasm to be in the public eye and to speak. Because once you actually get into that vibe and you get out there, you will know exactly what to say, so it doesn't hurt people, and that's what you could be afraid of. That could be your trigger, your insecurity. But in fact, what the divine is telling you, that you will know exactly what you say so that people can perceive it with love, and it can be a healing experience for them as well, or a learning experience at the very least. Okay, and finally we have the Sun clarified by 8 of Wands and King of Swords. Yeah, so to me, again, this is about communication, right? It's about being honest and logical. So being in the sunny energy, the energy that I spoke about already, doesn't necessarily mean throwing out of the window what you've already learned, right? Or your known means of communication. It just means using them to your highest ability, because you definitely, what I can see here, have the gifting in that area, in communication skills, in presentation skills. It's kind of embracing those powers and living your best life, basically, right? It's not starting from ground zero. It's actually just taking an elevator to the new floor that you haven't seen before, right? And being open-minded and being joyful about doing something differently, but also utilizing the knowledge that you already have. This is because it's going to be that, essentially it's going to be that foundation that will help you develop new skills, right? Because imagine you already have certain information that you've lived with for years. Now you have that new insight, for example, about that those patterns that people have, or them being manipulative, right? You will be able to see now who is being honest and who is not. Using the foundation that you have and this new information, you can actually build, and let's imagine that that gifting is communication skills specifically. You can build healthy relationships with people, or you can build healthy boundaries with people, right? Which is also a healthy relationship, right? The healthy relationship doesn't necessarily mean you love each other and you're like best friends or lovers or whatever, right? It all depends on the situation and on your choice of how close you want to be to someone. But you can have a healthy relationship with your hairdresser, with a cashier in a supermarket, with your Uber driver, with your professor at the university, right? It can still be either healthy or unhealthy. And with the knowledge you already possess, and with this new information that you get, you will be able to have that bridge where you can actually interact with people. Once you know it, you know, sometimes there is a temptation to either, you know, just be very straightforward and essentially hurt people, or the other way around, the other extreme, to suppress it because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But neither of those things are healthy, right? And this is for you to this is for you to know now how to build that successful communication based on which way you want to go with this person, from what you know about them, about yourself, you know, and how you two blend together. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with September readings for all zodiac signs very, very soon. So watch out on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.